Alright, I guess I have to make a part 2. It seems like I've had a little mishap with my phone somehow. Anyway, so this is what I want to show you, the motor mount. That's going to be the next thing I stick on there, and you see how I had to split it to get it to sit right on there. And that drops me down perfectly. And this area here is where I use a little diamond bit, this one and this one. And I just use that big long spiral bit you saw earlier after I drill a relatively large size hole. Maybe hard to see. In this area here. And always check and verify that everything rotates freely. Next is my servo ESC mount / receiver mount. As you can tell, some of you will appreciate it. It's got 4 ohms of resistance. How about that? Again, a couple of pieces of 3/16 glued together, sat overnight, screwed to the bottom. A couple pieces there as blocks, and that piece here on top, I think it's, I don't know, 3 millimeters. Not quite an 1/8 of an inch, and that will mount between the frame rails. And screw it from the bottom side. Next comes the servo. Kind of a tight fit. Oh, no wonder the grommet came undone. There we go. Just like that. Set a couple of screws in here. Oh, let me show you this. More of that blue paint to help mark where your holes are going to be on your plates. That water-based paint always comes in handy for blind holes. And then you see that notch just below the servo there. A little better focus. And it's to make room for the servo arm. Then there's a little spacer on the back side of the servo, because I was off on my calculations just a little bit, but made it work. I have no idea which 3 wires, so I'll leave them there for right now. Alright, I've got all 4 steering knuckles in, all 4 upper control arms in. I ended up going with a little bit shorter shaft, that way I can get just a little bit more steering articulation. Because the reason you don't get that much steering articulation is because the shaft actually rubs up against the hub inside there. So there's only so much it can travel, and it is what it is. And then you adjust that top screw and the bottom one. There is a washer in between the upper plate and the steering knuckle, and then there's a small washer down here and in between the steering knuckle. And I stick the shiny side to the steering knuckle, shiny side to the steering knuckle. I believe it reduces friction just a little bit. I just coated my fingertips with a little bit of oil, a little bit motor oil, make sure get the same feel, tighten it down, get the same feel, make sure nothing's excessive, because I don't want the servo to work hard. And so far we're successful. As luck would have it though, I installed every single one of these without the half shaft. So it actually took me a lot longer than I thought, because I had to take it apart twice, put it back together. On to the next step. Alright, on the custom steering linkage I did, here is the ball that I used right here. I thought it was a 6 millimeter, but looking at it, it looks closer to 5 millimeters. Maybe even 4.5, I don't know, use your better judgment. The one on your right here is a factory WL Toys part. And this link right here, you just pop out that brass ball with a pair of pliers. That brass ball pops out, then you can pop that one in. Well, there it is for the most part. Got some tidying up to do. I can probably trim these leads down. But I've got one battery on each side. And got put some Velcro straps in there or something. Then adjust my servo. But I don't have any double-sided tape, otherwise I'd finish that tonight. But just for shits and giggles, let's throw on the body. So there it is, minus the rear wing. Still gotta sand the burrs off like the wheel wells there. There it is. Fear. Run. Run. GVR, or excuse me, CVR. Coronavirus Racing. I'll turn off the other light here in a second. Let's see if we can brighten it up a little touch, because that is not accurate at all. I'll get some more pictures of it outside later, but right now it's a little after midnight. So I thought coronavirus racing, or COVID-19, was appropriate for a memorable year. Let's turn the brightness down a little bit now. That's more accurate. And the bright yellow there actually glows. And there was a sneak peek. If you wanted to check that out, but I recommend watching that with the monitor off. That's purely for entertainment purposes only. I mean, you can see it a lot better with the human eye than you can on camera. And there's the rear diffuser. Body can come down a little bit more, but I didn't want it hitting the ground. So the idea behind this particular rear diffuser was to let the hot air out from underneath, because it's a fairly tight fit from left to right. So hopefully tomorrow, if the hardware store is open, I'll go get some double-sided tape and finish this joker up. All the screws are set flush, except for that one there in the center diff, and then that one there, and then I got to make an aluminum plate. But other than that, it's just minor tweaking now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys get inspired to make your own vehicle. Who knows when this coronavirus will end. If I piss you off, sorry. I don't care. And if I happen to use CVR in any kind of name brand recognition, it was purely by accident. So once I put some interior lights in there, it should light up pretty well. Granted, light's not getting everywhere, but that's the idea. I'm just using a flashlight for right now. Pretty nifty, huh, guys?